Shopping list. Before that, we go to another slide. We move on ahead. That doesn't mean I'm not. I will come back to your slide. Next, yes. You studied a subject called strategic management.
Yes.
Fantastic subject. I love it. David Fred is my favorite author to read for strategic management. This is not the patented model or a copyright model, but I'm proud to say that this has been created for certain institution by my company itself. We talk about vision, mission, values, and we very clearly said that what should be our vision. Tomorrow when you go and work in an organization, there will be some vision of the company. So you would hear a vision which says we want to be a leading company, we want to be a world-class manufacturing organization, we would like to be a customer-oriented driven organization, and so forth. I think the first things first, what you would be doing, which you have to remember now, and I'm the doctor and I'm writing the prescription with a lot of authority, is that you need to first close on the sectors in which you want a placement. So you should identify 3 sectors. Dashrath should not come and tell me I got only name from 20 students and 70 students of marketing are still pending. So how many have not submitted their sector classification list to placements by now? Please raise your hands. Everyone?
Yes.
But the numbers are not so to me. So please do that. And then it's not for Dashrath's responsibility to analyze it. I think the marketing team should sit together and analyze which are the companies we want to focus on. Are you getting me on this? Yes. Same thing should be done by HR, by finance, and by operations people. Now, what we are saying is the vision is that we want to see that we become expert in the areas of our expertise. Now, if this institution says that we want to be an expert in all these fields which we are communicating, how do we become expert? There has to be a process. So we see the process. That there is an admission, and then there is teaching, learning, assessment, development, placement, exit, and then you get an alumni status. This is how you work.
Yes.
But I'm going to share my thoughts, and if you prove me wrong, I'm going to be extremely delighted. Nowadays an MBA student thinks that because he got the admission, now he should only look at placements. इस कॉलेज में क्या प्लेसमेंट मिलता है, पैकेज कितना है? No one checks what faculties are here, how do they teach, what do they teach. And I'm sure some of you are sitting here who would have asked this question at the time of admission also. The question is, it's not the job of placement department just to alone enhance the placement status by saying 5, 8, 10, 20 lakhs package or the company. What is your contribution in placements? How many of you people have actually gone to placement office? Please raise your hand. You say so many are there. And what contributions you made? Give me a presentation tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, the place contribution made by you people. What is important is every person has to contribute there. If I would say let's make some calls, here is the database. If there are 100 people in this room, I'm sure we can make 100 calls in next 10 minutes. See the ability of focus. In 10 minutes we all focus that we make a customer contact, and this institution made 100 customer contact. Out of that, at least 10 or 20 would give positive response. And 5 would say yes, we are coming to campus. And maybe 2 will say we will select your students. Marketing students, that is the conversion ratio which I am talking about. So are you going to get fed up when your customer says I don't want to buy your product? And then you go back and tell the company, instead of this red chair, if you would have given me green chair, I would have sold hundreds. Because this is red, it cannot sell. So change the product. Will the company change the product? So you have to understand, if you have to place 180 students, there has to be a contact with 1800 companies. Are you getting on this? And we need to find out 1800 companies which comes into the sector which is, I would say, average SME, maybe with 50, 100, 200 crores turnover, a company with 500 to 1000 crores turnover, and a company with 1000 crore plus. We need to define it. Are we participating in that process? What's essential for us is, it's just not placements. It's teaching, learning, assessment, development. If this is happening, I assure you, placement you will do it by yourself. And I'm getting recorded and I want to put it on record. Placement is not the responsibility of an institution. Is a surprise to you? Is it a surprise to you? Why I'm saying it's not a responsibility of an institution? It does not mean we will not place. The question is, we want to coach you for life, not for the first job. And can you guarantee me that when you join the first job, you will not leave for next 40 years of your life? Some people are so rude and arrogant that they leave the job next day. After accepting the offer, one day you work and next day you leave. Should not happen, right? Should not be doing it. Yes, you can have certain expectation which does not match in this company. Possible. But the question is, if you leave it, then obviously the second best student cannot be placed because the relationship definitely gets strained. So I see that there is a challenge in terms of how do you communicate that these areas are important. The process is important. Like I said in morning session, that if you love custard and your mom gives you a hot custard to eat, would you like it? No. So you would say it should be cold. Why don't you put some fruits into it? So you'll have to give time. If any of the beautiful ladies sitting here are going to go to the parlor and say, I'm giving you only 1 hour, finish my job quickly, straightening and coloring of hair, and I want to go for the party, and she spoils the hair and does a bad makeup, what would happen? You won't give the money, you would fight. Because you did not give time for the process. And that's exactly what is happening here. You are not focusing on teaching, learning, assessment and development. Attendance, I have reviewed for the last semester with a lot of people. I'm sure I've met so many of you. You know what is the attendance. You're not serious about it. And today is my last request which I would love to make it. And then I make the request, then I only talk to you only time when I sign the exam form. Because attendance is a must. If you are not in the class, whom are we teaching? I'm very agitated from inside when I say the student is not there. Because I'm concerned about the money that is you have invested. And that's the pain for me. If it was free, that there was no money involved, I think you come or not come doesn't matter. But when you pay 1,10,000, there has to be a service level agreement between you and the institute to service you. You will have an appointment letter which says, here are the following things you need to do it. That's a service level agreement. You mean to say you will go and tell the company I won't do it? Will you go back and tell the company 9 to 6 is a long time? I can't sit. After lunch you will skip and go home. Would you do that? Only marketing people can do this. Because they will be on sales call. And you have fantastic malls, theatres, multiplex around, which was not there in 25, 26 years back when I was a salesman. So I had to go back home only, finish my work quickly, and then go back home and sleep. We all have done that. We all have done that. Possible. And salespeople also say, I've achieved my target, so I should not do more. Different functions are there to look at from different perspectives. But the question is, if you don't follow the process, it doesn't work anywhere. You go back to the slide of vision, yes. And hence there is an objective. I think management has taught you management by objectives. Professors have taught you goals have to be SMART. S-M-A-R-T. Right? Yes or no?
Yes.
S stands for
Specific.
M,
Measurable.
A,
Achievable.
R,
Realistic.
P.
Sidebound.
There's only one person who has attended MBA here. It seems. That's it. The question is that being smart, setting smart goals and making it smarter. Evaluation and review. If you set goals but you don't review the goals, what's the point? So you set up a resolution on January 1st, but then you don't look at the resolution. What is the point? And one mistake you will make, you will sign the KRA form on your first day of joining. These are your key result areas, and that goes into your desk, and you will look at the key result areas in the month of June when 6 monthly appraisal happens, and then you will struggle for next 5 days to fill your performance appraisal form. Imagine 50 people in a company and everyone spending 5 days, 250 man days are gone in only performance appraisal. Do you know what is the cost of filling performance appraisal forms? Why? Because you have not maintained your documented your records on month-to-month basis, number one. Number two, you never saw your KRA sheets for 6 months. You forgot what were your goals said. This is how we are. We make resolutions, we forget. We say sorry and then we make the same mistakes. How will that work out? The body, mind, intellect,